What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. How y'all doing? How's life treating you? I'm doing better than I deserve, honestly. Life has been really good. And even the stuff that I don't like is pretty good. And, that being said, I think that's a great way to take life, is everything that comes to me is a gift. Every day is a gift and a new opportunity. And then also everything that happens to me is a gift. And I think that is super important to have that mindset, especially if you're actually not going to be miserable. If you just don't want to be miserable, really being thankful and grateful for what you've been given is an amazing way to really navigate life and walk through life. Anyways, that being said, last episode, yesterday, I actually talked about the other side of self-improvement, which is really self-acceptance. A lot of people want to self-improve, but they don't accept themselves. Part of the journey of self-improvement that I've learned along the way is oftentimes that, and I've really learned this from my wife, and she quoted somebody to me. I don't know who it is, so you have to forgive me if this is you. You can reach out, and I'll make sure you get tagged in this. But she told me she was listening to another podcast, and somebody said that when I simply say I can't, it really means I won't. And if you're trying to improve, or if you're trying to overcome hardship in your life, if you're trying to really face something that is hard or difficult for you, if you hear yourself saying, I can't, it honestly means that you just won't. And if you take a step back and look inside yourself, you'll realize, oh, I don't want to face this, right? Whether you got to stand up to toxic people in your life, whether you got to stand up to bad relationships, or whether it's a problem in the company. Andrew and I talk about this. All right, what's our next obstacle? Do we actually want to face this? If we don't want to face this, why? What are the reasons behind us not wanting to face this obstacle? What are the reasons why we don't want to build or create a solution? And then how are we actually looking at this? And oftentimes we'll find ourselves using a lot of excuses for, I won't face it, I won't do it. And I think this is very important, because if you listen to how you speak, you are going to find out really quickly about the person that you are. Oftentimes, one of the most important people to listen to in our life is ourselves, and not because we're just arrogant or want to hear ourselves talk, but so we can find out who we are. If I don't listen to how I speak, if I don't listen to what I say, I'm not really going to know what's on the inside of me. And I'm not going to be able to know what's on the inside of me unless I'm really actually listening to what I'm saying. Normally, your first response is actually what you mean. Have you ever, spoken something and said, oh, no, I didn't mean that? Well, you actually did. There's an old proverb that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And it's really true. And normally your first response is what you really believe in your heart. And that's how they talk about taking a test. Hey, if you don't know the answer, go with your first response, what you first think it is. And somehow it's right. Oftentimes, it's statistically proven that works really well. Think about that. But going back to listening to yourself, you've got to listen to yourself, because if you start seeing how you're, laying down excuses, or if you start seeing how you're changing language to justify not facing something or not building something, especially within the company, you're not going to be able to move forward, because you've got to understand that, life is really made up of, I will do it, I won't do it. And then I'm doing it or I'm not doing it. That's it. The heart position is, I won't do this. I don't want to do this, right? One side. The other side of that is, I will do this. So I won't do, will do. And then the second side is the action-based side, which is, I'm not doing it or I am doing it. I'm actually acting. And I say this a lot too. Decisions have a twofold side to them. So there's always two parts to decision. First is the heart and the mind, the belief. You got to decide that this is what I'm going to do. This is the right thing to do. This is the best course of action that I need to take for my life or for the situation, for this problem. And then the second thing that comes out of it is actually the action, right? If you decide that you are thirsty and you need to walk from your living room to go get a cup of water, you decide that I need to go get water, you will actually take the action of getting up off the couch, walking into your kitchen and getting a glass of water to drink. If you say, oh, I need a drink, and I'm really thirsty, and you never go walk and get a glass of water from the kitchen, you never decided to get a glass of water. You didn't decide it. You thought about it. And so saying I can't simply means I won't. And it's very important to see that, cool, just because you've discovered that you won't do something and want to do it now doesn't mean you actually will follow through with the decision either. It requires action. Anyways, as usual, I'm over, guys. So I'll catch you later. Peace.